Would you say this is going great? I felt it, so I just fought it. I don't know why I've started. We fall in love. Yeah, some of it still feels amazing. I'm here and I'm caught up dreaming. Jaded and sorry, sorry, so you wanna. I guess it's much easier for you. Why is it so much easier for you? I guess it's much.
Good morning and welcome to the video. Now I'm gonna start off first with excuse my sweaty face. I have the AC off right now because if I turn it on, this video is gonna be horrible. So I am sweating for you. Now, as you guys can see, I am at that part of my morning routine where I am reading, drinking my coffee, and doing my own thing before it's time for me to get ready for work. And that's actually what I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video today, is just generally this concept of essence pace, which I'm gonna define later on in the video, but all about finding your personal rhythm for working on things that honor you and make you feel good, whether it's from a business perspective and a career perspective, friendships, and just doing everything at the right pace so that you can make progress but also avoid burning out. So it's something that I was exposed to a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not gonna lie, it's really changed things for me. Alright, so first things first, I'm the realist. Second thing is, I know I changed outfits, but it is the same day, I promise. It was just hot and I had to go outside. But now I want to take a second to talk to you guys about essence pace, the topic of the video. Now, as I mentioned, I came across this topic about a week ago in a book summary that I was reading. And essentially the author introduced this concept called essence pace, and he described it as the fastest pace that you can go sustainably, right, for a long time, a pace that you can maintain that allows you to still stay in the present moment. This really clicked for me because I realized, like, a lot of people say, oh, don't look at what, other people are doing and how fast they're going and how it worked for them. But this definition finally grounded me in a term that I can root myself back to when I do start to struggle and I do start to think like, oh, it's not happening fast enough for me, or I wish I could, hustle a little harder and get there a little sooner. Because if you're not honoring your essence pace, then it's just not gonna be sustainable for you. You're gonna burn out, or you're not gonna be going fast enough. So everyone's essence pace is different, and I think that's beautiful. Now, I'll tell you one thing, man, especially as somebody who has experienced a lot of trauma, finding and maintaining that essence pace can be really challenging for me. And this is something that I've now realized is super important if I'm gonna get where I'm meant to go at the pace that I'm meant to go and enjoy the journey and the process of getting there and becoming who I wanna be one day. You see, the thing is, when we experience trauma, and I talked about this a couple videos ago, you start to experience these punches, right? These blows, and it causes you to kind of curl in and hide and protect yourself. And so if I am going to sum the confidence and the courage and the bravery to try to choose something bigger and brighter, what my authentic inner self is really calling me to do, my personal tendency is to try to expand and bolt and sprint and get from point A to point B in the straight and narrow as fast as I possibly can, because I'm terrified that I'm gonna be attacked along the way. I'm terrified that someone's gonna ridicule me, that I'm gonna be abused, that, all these things that the trauma brain conjures up on its own that aren't necessarily valid. And so I can be working on the things that I love doing. I can be making a YouTube video like I am right now. I can be writing, I can be reading, I can be strategizing and thinking about what are the kinds of things that I want to design in my future. But if I'm operating at above my essence pace, if I'm letting my trauma brain get ahead of me, then I'm not actually going to be present to any of the things that I'm actually doing. And all of those things in their own specific ways will sort of become like coping mechanisms and distractions. And I'm not going to feel good about them at all, because my efforts and initiatives on those things, even though those are things that I like and want to be doing more of, they're just not going to be authentic. And that's going to hurt the inner self, the inner child. It's a little weird to have breakfast for lunch, but check it out. We got 2 whole eggs on some whole wheat toast with hummus, some black beans, a chickpea salad, and some raw mushrooms on the side. And it is a little weird, but you know what? I'm just trying to eat more whole foods. I say as I dump fake hot sauce all over this. I tell you what though, it is a 10 out of 10, and most people put avocado on their toast, but I don't know, I'm team hummus. It's kind of revolutionary. So between the last clip and now, it started pouring and the lighting went away, so we changed again. I guess what I'm trying to say is that everybody is gonna have their own specific pace that they can move through life and still be present. And sometimes when our emotions change, when things happen in our life, either in an acute and intense basis, or things pop up that we just don't know how to deal with, a lot of times these emotions and things and people, they can get us to act in a way that pulls us out of our present, even if we are doing the same things that we love and would be doing otherwise. You know, like you get broken up with and maybe you just need to sit with yourself, but you want to meet a bunch of different people right at once, or something stressful happens at your job, and so you say like, I need to happen faster, like, you know, I'm gonna spend 5 hours on my side hustle tonight instead of the usual one. And I'm trying to make a really active effort in mitigating that and being conscious of what's pulling me to work on these things that I love. What's driving me? What's that pull? What's that calling coming from? Is it something that's authentic and from my inner self? Is it something that is at my essence pace for the right reasons? Am I doing it presently and consciously as a good human being to myself, or am I doing it because I'm numbing? And there's no right answer. I just am going to leave that open as a rhetorical, but that's what I have to say. That's all there is. That's all she wrote. With that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. If you liked the video, then please drop the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to all of you in the next one.